The King of the Hill is back. And this time, the return feels different. This isn't nostalgia. This isn't a revival built on memories. This is the 2026 Chevrolet Corvette ZR1, created in an era where performance benchmarks are brutal, expectations are unforgiving, and only the bold survive. For decades, the ZR1 badge has represented Corvette at its most extreme. The version engineers build when no one tells them to slow down. And now, standing at the peak of a mid-engine revolution, Chevrolet has unleashed its most ambitious creation yet. A Corvette that doesn't just aim high, it aims beyond what American performance cars were ever supposed to be. This isn't just the return of a legend. This is the moment Corvette redraws the map. Every great performance car exists because of timing, and the timing for this ZR1 is perfect. Corvette spent years learning what a mid-engine platform could become. It tested the waters with the Stingray, it sharpened the blade with the Z06, it experimented with technology through the E-Ray. Each step added confidence, each step added capability. The ZR1 is where all of that knowledge collides. This is not a tuned version of something else. This is a purpose-built flagship, engineered to sit above everything that came before it. Twin turbocharging, flat plane crank architecture, four-figure horsepower. This Corvette wasn't designed to ask permission, it was designed to make a statement. Everything about the ZR1 begins with its engine. The LT7 is not an evolution, it's a transformation. A 5.5-liter, twin-turbocharged, flat-plane crank V8 that combines race engine DNA with road-going reliability. This engine doesn't rely on size alone, it relies on precision. With 1,064 horsepower and 828 pound-feet of torque, the LT7 delivers power in a way that feels endless, smooth at low speeds, ferocious at high revs. The flat plane crank gives it a sharp, exotic character. The twin turbochargers ensure there's always torque on demand. An advanced anti-lag system keeps the engine ready, responsive, alive, adapting constantly to your driving style. This is not just an engine you hear, it's an engine you feel in your chest, in your hands, in every surge of acceleration. Section 4. Performance that redefines American speed. When performance reaches this level, it stops being about numbers. It becomes about sensation. 0 to 60 arrives in just over 2 seconds, fast enough to blur vision, tighten your grip, and reset your understanding of speed. The quarter mile disappears in under 10 seconds, with the ZR1 still pulling hard as it crosses the line. And then there's the top end. At over 230 miles per hour, this Corvette doesn't feel strained. It feels planted, composed, engineered for more. What's most impressive is how repeatable it all is. Launch after launch, lap after lap. The ZR1 doesn't feel like it's surviving the performance. It feels built for it. Section 5. Aerodynamics and track-focused engineering. Speed creates problems, and the ZR1 solves them with air. More than 1,200 pounds of downforce presses this car into the asphalt at speed, not through brute force, but through intelligent design. Air flows through the hood, cooling the turbochargers while increasing front grip. Side intakes feed cooling systems without disturbing airflow. A towering rear wing stabilizes the car when speeds become extreme. Even the underbody is sculpted, shaping airflow beneath the car to create suction and stability. This is aerodynamics you don't just see, you experience it in confidence. High-speed corners feel calmer, braking zones feel shorter, the car feels locked in, even when everything else says it shouldn't. Section 6. Braking, suspension, and driver control. Extreme speed demands absolute control, and the ZR1 delivers it without compromise. The carbon ceramic brakes are massive, the largest ever fitted to a Corvette. Designed to perform under relentless abuse. From high speed, the car sheds velocity with confidence, stability, and consistency. Magnetic Ride Control 4.0 continuously adapts, reading the road in milliseconds and adjusting suspension behavior instantly. And then there's Performance Traction Management Pro. This system allows drivers to explore the edge, gradually, intelligently, safely, or remove assistance entirely for pure, unfiltered driving. The ZR1 doesn't overpower the driver, it partners with them. Section 7. Exterior design, form, function, and presence. The ZR1 doesn't rely on decoration. Its design is shaped by necessity. Wide hips, sharp edges, deep intakes. And then there's the return of the split rear window, an iconic design choice that now serves a modern purpose. The carbon fiber spine improves heat extraction while creating one of the most distinctive rear profiles in the automotive world. Every surface reflects motion, even at rest. This is a car that looks fast standing still and looks unforgettable in motion. Section 8. Interior and technology, a fighter jet for the road. Inside the ZR1, everything feels intentional. The cockpit is tightly focused around the driver, creating a sense of control and immersion. 3 digital displays deliver critical information without distraction. Performance data, telemetry, navigation, and vehicle settings, all within reach. Premium materials elevate the experience, but nothing feels excessive. This is a space designed for driving, not posing. The performance data recorder turns every drive into data, every lap into feedback, every session into improvement. This is technology that makes you faster, not just more comfortable. Section 9. Customization and limited editions. Despite its extreme nature, the ZR1 is deeply personal. From bold exterior colors to dramatic interior combinations, owners can shape the car's personality to match their own. Carbon fiber wheels reduce unsprung mass, stitching colors add contrast, interior themes range from aggressive to refined. There's even a limited edition celebrating American heritage, combining performance with symbolism. This is exclusivity done with meaning. Section 10. Final verdict, the ultimate American supercar. The 2026 Chevrolet Corvette ZR1 isn't here to compete quietly. It exists to challenge assumptions that American cars can't rev, that American cars can't corner, that American performance must come with compromises. The ZR1 proves otherwise. It delivers hypercar-level performance with unmistakable identity, relentless engineering, and fearless ambition. This isn't the future of Corvette. This is Corvette at its absolute peak. The king of the hill hasn't just returned, it now defines the summit. Section 11. Pros and cons. The 2026 Chevrolet Corvette ZR1 delivers an extraordinary blend of raw power, advanced engineering, and attainable performance that places it in rarefied territory, redefining what an American supercar can be. Its biggest strength lies in the groundbreaking LT7 twin-turbocharged 5.5-liter V8, which produces explosive acceleration and dynamic response, a combination of high horsepower and effortless torque that feels visceral and immediate. The mid-engine layout and sophisticated aero package generates substantial downforce, giving the ZR1 remarkable stability and confidence at high speeds and through technical corners. Relative to many European supercars costing 2, 3, or even 4 times as much, the ZR1 offers an astonishing performance-to-price ratio, while still being usable day-to-day with modern infotainment and comfort features. However, no performance car is without compromise. While the interior is substantially improved over earlier Corvette generations and packed with technology, it still does not match the material refinement and bespoke feel of ultra-luxury European rivals. The ride, particularly with performance packages installed, can be stiff and demanding on uneven surfaces, making long-distance cruising less comfortable. The ZR1's visual presence, wide body, low stance, and large aero elements can also make everyday driving and parking more challenging in urban environments. Moreover, limited production and strong demand mean that dealer markups and option pricing can push the final cost significantly above the official MSRP. Overall, the ZR1's pros overwhelmingly position it as a performance icon, but its aggressive nature and cost structure are worth weighing carefully before ownership. Section 12. Comparison to competitors. When placed alongside the current crop of performance icons, the 2026 Chevrolet Corvette ZR1 holds its own in many categories, while revealing clear character differences with each rival. Against top-tier exotics like the Ferrari SF90 Stradale, the ZR1's naturally aspirated styled twin-turbo V8 delivers thrilling thrust without the complexity of a hybrid system. Ferrari's hybrid V8 may offer slightly sharper precision and track responsiveness, but it does so at a significantly higher price and with less raw character from the internal combustion engine. Compared to the Lamborghini Revuelto, which pairs a hybrid V12 with all-wheel drive for spectacular throttle and theatrical presence, the ZR1 offers a more visceral and analog experience with a focus on driver engagement rather than hybrid theatrics. Against high-performance rivals such as the Porsche 911 Turbo S, the ZR1 brings more straight-line urgency and a bolder mechanical statement, though Porsche retains an edge in everyday usability, chassis balance, and all-weather capability through its advanced all-wheel drive system. When compared with similarly priced mid-engined cars like the McLaren 750S, the ZR1's strengths are its torque delivery, value proposition, and approachable service network. McLaren's lighter weight and razor-sharp handling still make it feel more surgical in cornering precision. Ultimately, the ZR1 doesn't simply match its competitors, it challenges them by offering a unique blend of American V8 heritage with contemporary supercar performance, making it a compelling choice for enthusiasts who value personality and performance ethos as much as outright metrics. Section 13. Price and Value. The pricing of the 2026 Chevrolet Corvette ZR1 reflects its position as one of the most extreme sports cars available from a mainstream automaker, yet it remains relatively attainable compared with many exotic rivals. Officially, the ZR1's starting MSRP for the 1LZ trim is around $185,000, while the more luxurious 3LZ trim begins near $196,000. Figures that represent the baseline without optional packages or destination charges. Chevrolet convertible versions command a modest premium over coupes in each respective trim. Motor Trend for the 2026 model year, pricing was adjusted modestly upward from the original 2025 base figures, with reports indicating incremental increases of several $1,000s across trims compared to initial ZR1 pricing. Corvette, Sales, News, and Lifestyle. Beyond base MSRP, optional equipment such as carbon fiber aero packages, performance tires, carbon fiber wheels, and suspension upgrades can add significant cost, pushing a fully loaded ZR1 into the low to mid $200,000 range or above, depending on configuration and deamer pricing. Contemporary examples of similarly capable vehicles, such as the Ferrari SF90 and Lamborghini Revuelto,
often start well above $500,000, making the ZR1's pricing comparatively competitive given its performance threshold. In the context of its segment, the ZR1 represents exceptional value for enthusiasts seeking near hypercar performance without the astronomical price tag typically associated with that level of capability.